So you want to buy a canoe in Chicago, Illinois. This is my 14-foot canoe sticking out of my Astro, man. 300 bucks for the canoe, but I got a square back because eventually I want to put my trolling motor on it. But I don't know if I need it. 300 bucks for the canoe, but that's not all you need to spend. There is my canoe trolley, because believe it or not, 85 pounds at 14 feet long is something else to try to navigate. You don't need to register it or title it in Chicago if you're not going to put a trolley motor on it. But today I'm not using the trolley motor. I just want to see what I'm going to have to get out there. I don't even know if I'm going to make it onto the lake because I got something else to do today. So this is a trial run. If you're asking me why it's not on top of the Astro van, because I'm 5'3" and I got to get it in and out myself. Some other things you got to buy. I bought a 4-pack of these right here. These are 6-foot ones, and I have it strapped in my Astro van, so it's not gonna slide out from my Astro van, and it's wrapped around the handle right here. It's wedged between the seats, so it's not going anywhere. Alright, but it was, for me to title and register for 3 years, it was like 20 bucks. Something else you're gonna need. This is a throwable. You do need a throwable, and you need a life vest for everybody that's gonna be in there. Now, if they're, I think it's 13, it's, again, check, it's 13 or 15 and younger, they mandatorily have to have it on. Everybody else in the canoe, you have to have one available for them. Here's my other straps that I bought. Okay, you're gonna need a tie out line to tie it to the dock. So this has a lip on it, so I don't got the buoy to put on the side like I have on my boat. Alright, until I get my numbers, I have to carry this with me. So I purchased what's an ammo can to put everything in so nothing gets wet. Alright, and put that first thing in the ammo can. If you're gonna have something in Chicago, you are gonna need your anchor line. Now this was a cheapy 50-foot one. If you're going on Lake Michigan, you need a 100-foot anchor line. This is just a 50-foot one because I specifically bought this canoe for one lake. Okay, when you title and register it, you're going to have to buy the numbers, the IDs. These IDs were like $9, but it's for both sides of them. I already got them on the boat, and actually today I got to put on the stickers because you're gonna have to buy that fee for the. I paid for that one. I think I had to pay $22 in taxes because I bought the canoe in Indiana, then titled it in Illinois, so it was $28 to title it. But I am gonna get the registration. Like, these are my boat numbers right here, and see the registration ends April of this or June of this year. So I did get the new sticker that goes till 2021 that I got to put on. Also, another thing, you know, more things that you got to look into. I bought these cleats, $3, but this is what you're gonna tie off to. I mean, there's holes in the front that you could tie off to, no holes in the back, or you could tie it all around right here, and to tie off to the dock wherever you're gonna go. But also you're gonna have to tie off for your anchor to drop your anchor in. But I bought the cleats to, I'm gonna screw them in probably right here somewhere. So then this way with the dolly, the canoe dolly, it's gonna help stabilize the canoe dolly. There's a video I did on that. I don't know if I put it up yet, but I'll show you about stabilizing the canoe dolly. Another thing you're gonna need for the canoe is the flares. What kills me on the flares is I didn't know flares go bad. Now this pack of flares right here was $25. But I need them for that boat too. Now I got a brand new pack of flares that I haven't used, but flares expire every 3 years. So I needed to buy new flares for the boat, but they're going in this ammo box here to have with me at all times. See what else I bought here. Oh, for the canoe, since I don't have to change back and forth, $25 for my anchor for the canoe. I bought the snazzy one for this. And 2 more things you're gonna have to buy for your canoe. Like it says, I'm gonna put the trolley motor on it, so I'm not gonna need this, but you do need these just in case you run out of battery in your canoe. And these are $13. You're like, what the heck, that little paddle? But it stretches out. It stretches out to a full-size paddle. So this is all I'm going to be using today. But we'll see how hard the water is. If the water is too wavy or choppy, I probably might not even go out. But I want to get it to there and put it in the water and shoot a video on how I'm going to be able to do that one person with a 14-foot canoe. Honestly, I mean, it's easier driving with the canoe in my van right here next to me than I feel, you know, trying to launch my boat. I got a 16-foot John boat. Trying to launch that myself is kind of a pain in the butt. But honestly, I think if I had a trailer for the canoe, I seen a lot of people get the Harbor Freight trailers and turn them into canoe trolleys. I mean, I think that'll be pretty cool. You know, I know the back of my seats are gonna get wet when I put the canoe back in here. And also, you know, right now with the weight and everything of it, I don't got the battery for the trolley motor in it, so there is lighter weight. But there still is a lot of crap that you gotta, you know, move back and forth in and out of it to get it launched. And here is in the boat, the battery, the trolley motor, everything's kind of in the boat already. This is a 14-foot canoe for 3 people, holds 695 pounds. I think personally, individually, I should have bought an 11-foot canoe, and I think that would have worked out better. Like I said, I'm in the city of Chicago, so the laws here are a lot stricter if you're going to put a motor on it, even if it's an electric motor. Now, if you're just paddling it, you don't need to get the title and registration for it, but I wanted the probability of being able to put the trolley motor on and use that. I think if I had somebody else with me, I would have loaded more stuff in here. And right now, oh, what I wanted to tell you is, okay, so the canoe ran me 300 bucks. $21 I had to pay for the city of Chicago in taxes, and then or Illinois Department of Revenue for taxes. $28 I think it was for the 3-year license for it, and the canoe trolley was $42, but the straps on the canoe trolley weren't good enough, so I bought the cleats, 2 cleats to screw on, and those were $3 each. I bought a package of the 6-foot straps, that was like $13 or $14, and the miscellaneous stuff that I bought. Like for the canoe, you may not need the throwable or the flares, but either way, I did need those for my John boat, because you do need those for a John boat. Anything with a motor, you do need. Oh, you know what I don't have on me right now that you need in the regular boat? You need a fire extinguisher if you got a gas motor boat. So I don't have the fire extinguisher for this one, but I do have it in my, that's already strapped down in my boat. I bought the Kitty K-I-D-D-E fire extinguisher. It was like, I think 20 bucks. But today what I spent to get everything, what that was included in my flares, was $109. Well, actually it would have been $100, but I got my grandbaby a fishing pole because he went fishing with me earlier. Alright, next video, part of the video is going to be trying to unload this heck out the canoe trolley and put it in the water. Alright, I made it here to Powderhorn Lake. I had a medieval time flag sticking out of Powderhorn Lake. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the canoe trolley on the back end of this. Right here, since it's already up, I'm going to put the trolley on right here. Alright, I got the canoe dolly hooked up into there. And then around the back right here. And it was easier to tie them right here, but this one I got right here. Kind of, the bumpers hold it. And it's going to be easier for me when I open the door and set it down. One thing that drives me nuts is at the boat launches, there's always people sitting there. So that's how I got it hooked on. These things ain't the most solidest things, but that's how I got it hooked on right there. And actually it does Made a whole lot of difference getting it in and probably making it to the dock. You see the water is coming to the north pretty good. I've canoed when I was younger. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep paddling this sucker by myself. I don't know how good you can see me, but I know you can hear me. I actually left the trolley wheels on the canoe because it was easier for me to just launch it and leave it on. It's probably causing me drag. I'm sitting on the back seat of the canoe. Yeah, I can tell the trolley wheels are causing me drag. I should have took them off at the dock, but I'm just gonna see about going out, and hopefully the wind don't shift on me. Whereas going from the north, the wind, from south to north. So when it was going from south to north, I would know what side of the lake I would be on. So this way the wind would help me get back to shore. I'm anticipating the conservation officer to be waiting for me, although I don't need to have this titled right now because I don't have a motor on it. Yeah, them you could tell those wheels are causing me a lot of drag. Normally with a canoe I'd be cruising through the water. And this is why I bought a square back too for my trolling motor. I'm sorry to get you to see me pushing it in the water, but as I was loading it in the water, somebody came to talk to me. I'm gonna take the wheels off a chance I get. Alright, let me get to my place and I'll see you. Alright, with the wind it is, that's how far I rode from shore. And I do have the trolley still on the boat. But let me tell you this, it does trying to suck trying to roll a canoe with the trolley on it. So I'm gonna throw some crankbaits on and fish for a little bit, we'll see what happens. I definitely, next time, am taking off the wheels that I got strapped on still and bringing my trolling motor with me. Right now I don't feel comfortable standing in the canoe, so I'm going to be fishing sitting down in the canoe. Sorry for using my phone here, but I'm about to run out of juice. Well, I ran out of juice in my camera, but when I was putting the boat in the water, there was a guy talking to me the whole way down, so I really didn't want to shoot videos. He was asking me questions about the canoe. Now this is the 14-foot canoe, and let me tell you this, the wind picked up as I was out there, and it whooped my ass trying to get it back in this from over there. I mean, see the down tree all the way over there? Yeah, that's where I was stuck in with the wind pushing me that way. Another thing, the little anchor that I got for the canoe, that tiny anchor, ain't worth nothing, because I actually cast over there and got stuck in the tree, and when I was trying to pull the line to break the line in the tree, the actual fishing line pulled the canoe with the anchor down towards the tree, so I wound up having to cut it. So that little anchor ain't worth a ding. And with a 14-foot, ain't no way as hell I'd be canoeing this thing again without the trolling motor on this boat, because that whipped my ass. Now I left the dock with this on the boat. I had it strapped to the back, and it was just like a big rudder, man. It just slowed me down paddling. So halfway out there I took it off. So now I got the canoe sitting on the shore right here. So actually I'm just gonna drag the canoe with the back of it all the way to the shore right here, and then strap the thing back on, then I'll show you rolling it to the van. Okay, so that's how I rolled it out the water. But you see the back already dragged a little bit on the ground just to get it out where I could put it up right here. What I'm probably gonna do is put a skid plate or spray some non-skid right on the bottom of that to protect that, because I know I'm gonna drag that a little bit more. But that's the canoe with everything on it. It was a butt kicker. Alright, hopefully I got enough juice here, because I got to shower, change, upload this, and get to a birthday party. I don't know if I remember I told you from before. I know you need a horn and a whistle. You need a whistle and a horn for your boat and your canoe if you have your boat and your canoe if you have your trolling motor in your canoe. Personally, with me, I would never take this damn canoe out again without the trolling motor. I didn't want to do it because of the battery of the, the weight of the battery, having to carry that and the trolley motor and load up. And I got stuck on the other side of the lake. The wind picked up, it changed directions. Two things about, when you got a canoe, you sit in your back to row it and to steer it. Well, when the wind's blowing the front, if you're not going straight on into the wind, it's gonna keep blowing the front of the canoe around. So one of the things is you try to row on that side, the other side that you want to turn this way, and then if you still can't get it to turn, you take your paddle, put it on the opposite side, and go backwards. And if you roll backwards, it'll straighten out the canoe also. So that's what I had to keep doing to keep getting the canoe straight. Now I got a little footage of me rolling it out, and I don't really got anything of me rolling it in because the guy was just talking and talking and talking. But truthfully, I mean, I got my 16-foot John boat here. I love that thing a lot more than this canoe, although that is, you can't really self-launch it. There's only one place I feel comfortable self-launching because they got a bump that sits at the back tire so it won't roll backwards. So that's the only place that I feel comfortable self-launching. Now this right here, I probably will take it out 3 or 4 times a year, just like I take that out right there, because it was more cumbersome than what I expected. I'm about $450 into this canoe right now with the licenses, the registrations, all the extras I bought for it. I had the trolley motor and battery already, so I'm glad about that. But I won't dare go out on it again without a trolley motor. And this one right here, I had a smaller trolley motor one time, and I was having troubles with my motor, and that smaller trolling motor would not get me back in because of the wind. So when you're gonna get your trolling motor, don't be cheap, because that thing can save your boat one of them days. Get a better trolling motor. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this out and get it on top of that boat. Like I said, this is only 85 pounds, but it's a tricky 85 pounds to maneuver around. Okay, that's where I got it now, but I have to flip it over so the inside of the boat goes into the rails of that right there. But like I said, either way, this thing's 85 pounds. It whipped my butt. If you're gonna get one for yourself, I would really get an 11-footer with a flat back if they have those. This one right here, there's no way I'd be dragging it all over the place with the without the wheels on the back of it. And also there's the scratches on the back. I don't know if you can see them. There's the scratches all the way under there, and the scratches are from when you're bringing it ashore. It's easy to pick up the front and pull it all the way out, but I pulled it so far out that the back was rubbing, so I could put the wheels on outside of it. But realistically, from now on, I'll put the wheels on while the back end's still in the water. Either way, thanks for watching. Hope I gave you some insights, but this thing really whooped my butt. It wasn't as fun as I thought it was going to be.